Yeah, this has to do with that recess that you were just talking about.
Oh, wow. You mean another well-deserved vacation?
Very, very much so.
Wow.
These guys they're working very hard.
Yeah, they are. What's going on with them?
So this is from The Intercept. Mitch McConnell has put the Senate at recess. Why is he putting it at recess? It's because 3 of his colleagues got sick and tested positive. So he's like, I'm going to get out of here or I'm going to get sick, which is ironic because look at his policy. It's as if COVID is not a thing that is real. Anyway, so it was the latest ongoing parliamentary battle whose outcome could shape the judiciary. Because here's the thing that really gets into this. He was doing everything he could to get Trump's judicial pick in when this happened.
Yeah.
So the fact that he is leaving right now, going home, means that he's legitimately playing with the percentage chance that this pick gets in, and this legitimately increases the chance that Joe Biden will pick the next Supreme Court. That's how selfish Mitch McConnell is, because when there's a pandemic in his state, so what? Doesn't matter. They're poor. I don't care. When there's a pandemic all over the planet, doesn't matter. It's Chinese. It's not real. Scientists are faking it. When 3 of his colleagues get sick, okay, guys, we're gonna take a break. We're gonna be gone. We're gonna be going. Mitch McConnell is older, which is generally the group of people that are the most susceptible. He's not overweight like Chris Christie, but I'm sure he has other risk factors that would put him at risk. And Mitch McConnell's not going to roll a 1 out of 20 chance of killing himself. He's going to let that happen to you so he can make money off of it and spin it in a way that makes him win. So he had a near invincible upper hand in that judicial fight, but now his control is far from certain because he's called this. So that just shows how much Mitch McConnell knows this is serious and how much he's willing to give up for his own health as a super old turtle man. And then the rest of the article is basically just a list of Democrats like, hey, maybe we should do something. Like, stop him from doing the things that he's doing. Hey, can we stop? Like, that's like, I literally wrote, this is what I wrote as a note to myself. The rest of the article is Dems trying to do stuff or thinking about doing stuff.
Oh, so basically they're talking about trying to do something, but they're not going to do it because they're Democrats, because they have no backbone.
Right.
You know, here's something. To die hard Democratic voters and to die hard Republican voters. I mean, if you're solid Team Red or Team Blue, let me let you in on a little secret. Your politicians that are in the United States Senate and House, they don't care about you. I mean, really, take a good long look at them and look at your representative or your senator in the United States Senate and House and ask yourself, I mean, is that the person that you could just tip your hat to and say, like, yep, that's my guy. That's my guy who votes for corporations, bails out corporations, listens to his corporate donors, because that's what they're doing. 90% of the time, those Democratic and Republican lawmakers in the United States Senate and House are on the phone calling their donors. Let's get the camera on me. Calling their donors and screwing us over because they're making legislation for those donors so they get reelected again, and those bastards then get to continue to write more legislation for the corporate donors, and then they're back on the phone calling those corporate donors for more money. The Democratic and Republican establishments are friends with each other. They put on this song and dance. Republican lawmakers can basically do whatever they want. Democrats say they want to do so. So let me tell you about these old people who are in the United States Senate and House. They're acting selfish. They're acting in their own interest. They're not caring about the future. They're acting like someone who has a lot of power, and they're not thinking in the long run about what happens to the next generation. Mitch McConnell, Chucky Boy Schumer, Nancy, Lindsey Graham, all those people don't care about each other. They're about us. They don't care about you. They never will. They only care about their corporate donors, the people who own them. And if you're a solid Team Blue or Team Red, I'm so sorry, but you have been played for years. They're scamming you. They're scamming you. They're scamming you because it's one big club and you will never be in it.
And I just wanted to add, so McConnell's and the Republicans play a very effective game of rules for rulers using big key style support, whereas we're much more of a small key, large group style support, where we want to help the most people rather than the smallest number of corporations or donors or whatever. So Mitch, but again, it just goes to show, when push comes to shove, this is how much Mitch values his own health. It's a lot. It's a hell of a lot. He's good at playing the game he is. Like, the reason that we hate him so much is because he's very effective at what he's doing. And the reason I hate the Democrats is because they're just the worst at playing the game, the rules for rulers. They don't, although it's sort of their role to not be good at it. Is it so much to ask for people that care about people like us, or at least aligned with people like us? I'll take that at this point. I think that are going to fight for our interest because it's in their interest.
I think at the end of the day, here's the thing. And look, whether you are conservative or Republican, liberal, Democrat, socialist, democratic socialist, libertarian, green, independent, we have to get out there in the streets. We have to do general strikes. We have to protest in front of these politicians' homes. We have to do a massive general strike. We have to shut this system down. We have to get involved. We got to get money out of politics. We have to systematically tear this thing apart that is abusing us, because we have tried the past to reform the Democratic Party. Justice Democrats tried, our revolution tried, brand new Congress tried, and guess what? They got co-opted, and now they're basically, little lapdogs for the DNC. All right, they're not going to do anything. I mean, the DNC and RNC are not going to change for us because they never will. Because
they don't need to. They have a successful pick of small keys.
Right, and so that's why we need to tear the system apart. And that's why I'm an advocate for independent and third-party candidates. Yes, independent and third-party candidates. I am really impressed with the hard work that we're seeing from Socialist Alternative, even though it's a political organization, with Kasama Sawan. I mean, you had Amazon spend millions of dollars.
Someone that's aligned with a small person.
Yeah. So you had Amazon spend millions of dollars for not a Senate seat at the federal or state level, not for a governor's office or anything like that, but for a city councilwoman's seat. They had a corporate candidate go up against Kasama Sawan.
But it's not even how much they spent, although that is a perfect example of the power of her reaction. It's how much she's actually accomplished with such a small contingent of people. Mm-hmm. Any Democrat that says that they can't do it, say she could.
Yep.
And she doesn't have anywhere near the backing you do.
And look, I do have my criticisms for both the Green and Libertarian parties. I do believe that they should be on the ballot. I believe they should have more rights as third-party individuals. But look, in the state of Illinois, the Illinois Green Party and the Illinois Libertarian Party won an important battle in the Illinois Supreme Court, to where they're finally, after years of just constantly collecting name signatures, they're able to be on the ballot and not climb over that huge mountain of getting 25,000 plus signatures just so their candidate can be on the ballot. I mean, that's a major thing, but we need to see more of it. And that's why I'm very curious to see what the Movement for People's Party will do. They're talking a good game, and I'm really impressed with their work, but I want to see what more they are going to do, because now more than ever, we need to break away from people like Turtle Boy Mitch McConnell.